Nothing's perfect. So this is partly for aesthetics, but also partly for function if you need to get in somewhere smaller. I'm going to cut it at an angle. This was kind of a pain to set up, so I couldn't do it while you watched. But we'll cut it together. I realized how hard this is going to be to line up again, so I'm going to make a mark. I need to even it out a little bit, but now to get rid of this residue that's on it and kind of clean them up. If you didn't guess it, I will be doing this for probably a good 2-3 hours. Because that did basically nothing. So I got some all thread here. If you don't know why it's called that, think about it. I determined I'm going to do these in 4-inch lengths, and if I want them shorter I can go shorter, but that leaves me enough to do them all, plus have a little bit just in case I mess one up. In 3, 2, 1. Much better. Alright, so now I just need to round over the edges so that way it can thread properly and it's not so sharp. Trust me, it's not so bad of an idea now. So right now I'm just measuring out how many I want. I want 8. So I'm counting 1, dead space 2, dead space 3, dead space 4, dead space 5. So actually that should be enough right there. Pause. This will remove the nickel plating. This is a fun part. Watch this. The trick I'm trying to figure out is how people get it so incredibly even. So if you have an idea, let me know. If you don't know, this is a bluing stuff you can buy like for guns and stuff, and it puts a layer of protection on the outside to stop it from rusting. That's interesting. I found just taking and hitting the spots that didn't get really well with this and then giving them another dunk seems to get them really well. Probably didn't need to use this, a brush would have worked, but that's what I had. All right, now for assembly. So essentially what I'm going to be doing is running one of these on here, and then my wife found me these really cool brass colored ones. Now I'm going to take and bind those against each other about as hard as I can. Sorry you can't see it, but that should be more than equivalent for what I need to do. If they do slip later on, I'll just take and peen the ends over so that way it tightens them up even more. Then this I picked out because of the fact brass tends to have a bit of a slipperiness against other metals, as far as what I've been told, and I thought it would look cool. Then we run it on here. And now we do that again. I don't know if you guys recognize the style of these clamps or not. They're based off of woodworking clamps that I've had around my shop and have used in some videos. And I kind of like them, and I thought they would work good for this as well. Optional here, I'm adding a little bit of oil. I know these are going to be used for almost exclusively metalworking, so that'll help them move smoother and it'll help them look good. And I'm just going to apply enough, wipe it off. That's going to further help protect it. Makes it look nice for the video. Makes me feel good about it. Well guys, I'm extremely happy with how they turned out. I think I like the shiny one a little better than the matte one, especially because of the fact since I'm going to be working with, you know, oils and greases, it's probably going to end up with spots of shiny like it already has. But yeah, and if you notice, I designed them differently, and that was just to accommodate for more situations. Normally they're like this one, but I wanted one with both of them on the same side. But yeah, till next time. Oh wait, let's see how you use them. All right guys, let's give a demonstration of how this works. Now there is one part I forgot to add, and that's this nut right here. But I got it in there, so we're gonna give it a demonstration. So basically you put your workpiece in there, and then we're gonna take and tighten this one up. At the same time, we need to tighten this one. And we want to try to have them fairly parallel. In the bigger size version, you don't need to have it like this because of the fact that they have a double threaded situation going on. Just like that, we got it tightened up, and we could go ahead and work on our piece with our fingers plenty away from the object itself, so that way this doesn't spin around and cut you all up. So I think I'm going to love this, especially when it comes to working on my drill press.